Good morning. Good morning, Andrea. Thank you for sharing this. Hello, hello. It is Friday. We made it to the end of the week, or Friday. And the yay is I get to be on here with you all this morning. Good morning, Janet. Thank you for coming in on YouTube. Hello, hello. Let's start the way we always start with heart-brain coherence. So hand on your heart, and we have people coming in. Hi, Blue Jean. You're sitting by Babel. How awesome. Good morning, Don Baker. Thank you for joining the morning show. And thank you. I feel great. Yeah, I got into Kentucky last night, so I got lots of good rest overnight. All right, so heart-brain coherence, you place your hand on your heart center. That brings your focus there. And then you slow down your breathing. Just breathe in a full breath into your lungs and hold it for just a second. And release it, releasing anything that's not working for you, anything that's unlike love. Just let it go. And then breathe in again. We're going to repeat. And this time, as you breathe that breath into your lungs, just think about something that puts a smile on your face, something that makes you so happy and brings joy into your heart. And we're going to connect that joy and that love to our mind. So it's from the heart to the mind and then to the divine. Just give that gratitude for the new day that we have, gratitude for each breath that we take. That's what I do. Every day when I wake up, I just start saying thank you. Thank you, God, that I'm alive. Thank you for another chance to make a difference in the world, for another chance to be blessed by nature, by love, by people, and surround myself with all of you beautiful people. Thank you for being with me this morning. Deirdre, good morning, sweetheart. Thank you for sharing. Oh, thank you, Janet. Yeah, I feel fresh. I feel great. I'm here with my sister and her husband, and then I saw my brother Gary last night. He was waiting to welcome me. So it was a really good reunion because I hadn't seen them in a bit. And just really needed that after the long drive. It was supposed to be a 5-hour drive and ended up being more like 7 hours because of traffic. I don't know what the deal was yesterday on the roads, but most of the time on the interstate, we were going around 20 miles an hour if we were lucky, and really didn't get much more than that until I got closer into where I was going. So it didn't make sense to me, but just want to ask lots of prayers for those who were involved in a huge pileup on the interstate, going the opposite direction from where I was traveling, or I probably wouldn't even be here yet because, they had to close down the interstate. It was a fatal accident and a lot of cars involved, including a semi. So please pray for those that were involved in the crash and those that didn't survive. Pray for their families. And thank you. I know this is a praying family. We take our prayers seriously. We send our love out joyfully to each other and to anyone in the world that's needing it. Oh, you're framing Dolly's house. Oh, Blue Jean, I'm so happy about that. Our horse Dolly is not going to know what to do with herself when she gets up to you and in her house. But I'm so happy that she's going to have that, especially for this winter. Dolly's getting a house. That's right, Deirdre. Oh, thank you, Blue, for calling in our troops, calling in the peas. Get your butts in here and share what your yay is today. It's Friday here at Cuppa. So just find one thing. Just draw in your heart and see what's one thing that I can share that's uplifting and positive and that might make a difference for somebody to hear. that there's something positive in the world, a good story, something that's happened. If you're feeling good, if you've been ill or had physical problems and all of a sudden you're feeling better, kind of like coming out of a cocoon and being a butterfly, isn't it? I just experienced that not that long ago, where I was down for the count. And then all of a sudden, there I was soaring again, and so very happy that that's the case. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate that. Sally and Tony, good morning. Good morning. All right. So, what's going on? What's happening? If you didn't get to read the message from the angels last night, it's called Open Canvases. And it's not too long, so I'm going to go ahead and read this one. I haven't been reading them in the morning because I'm encouraging you all to read them, because you get so much more from seeing the words and really taking in the message. But I think this is a message that we all need. The traveler sees what he sees. The tourist sees what he has come to see. That's a quote by Gilbert Chesterton. It's all about perspective. As I travel throughout the country, I observe what is in each location, knowing that wherever I am, I'm there on purpose. Sometimes it's exciting to discover what I come across. Sometimes it's a boring part of the country with miles and miles of nothing but highway. It's during those moments that I have an opportunity to let my mind get creative. I think that may be a key we can use to open doors. Just like a blank canvas, and don't overanalyze. Just start splashing words or colors or thoughts and see what comes forth. It truly is that simple. I learned about automatic writing many years ago. The way I did it was to close my eyes to block out distractions and let the energy flow. I tried it left hand, as I am right hand dominant. I've also done it with my when it doesn't seem to make a difference. The power is in not trying to control what is happening. Just be an open vessel. The more we allow spirit to work through us, whether you're on a stretch of open road or sitting with a blank paper or canvas in front of us, the more we will receive exactly what we need in any given moment. Dear angels, life is what we make of it. We have choices each moment of every day as to which direction to turn, what to eat, what to say, and how to respond to life circumstances. I thought of my friends, Norman and Monica, tonight as I write this. They had to say a final goodbye to one of their precious fur babies. That's never an easy decision, but an understandable one in the case where an animal is suffering. Our perspective can certainly be skewed by what our desire is versus what is best in the situation. I thought about my friend Kuka, whose grandbaby was just born yesterday and now is facing surgery in the coming days for a birth defect. I can only imagine the fear and worry she's going through tonight. I thought about my brother-in-law, Cecil, who was married to my sister for 67 years when she passed last week. All these people have choices of how to respond to their situations. All are hurting in their own way, and as I look at each one, I see that blank canvas and the possibilities that can come from allowing spirit to guide them through their experience to create something beautiful from it. Dear ones, in life, there will always be opportunities for more growth. Some of these will be painful to endure. Let us share with you the Hebrew word for wait. And I'm probably going to mispronounce this, but the word is quava. It can be translated as waiting in hopeful anticipation. When going through one of life's fires, the hardest thing to do is wait and be patient. You may see things as hopeless or start to think in a negative way about what you are experiencing. We encourage you, dear ones, to instead say this word, quava, and allow the energy of it to fill you with anticipation that what will transpire is for your best and highest good. Remember the promise made in the scriptures, and we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. Let your love and God's promises carry you through all of life's challenges. Dear angels, today I promise to be patient when going through the fires of my life. It's one of the hardest things to do, you guys, to be patient. And that waiting, oh my gosh, the waiting is the worst, isn't it? When you're waiting for an answer or you're waiting for something to happen. You know, we knew that my sister Loretta was going to pass. And it was the waiting part. It's like, you know, the anxiety, the dread of what was coming, but knowing that she was going to be in a better place. She was, I don't know how much pain she was in, but she had no quality of life. And she didn't really wake up for the last week or so of her life. So she was ready, but we weren't. And we were waiting for that last final goodbye and that final note of, yeah, she's no longer in the body. But waiting for anything, waiting for a miracle to happen with your loved ones, waiting for somebody to get better or something to happen with abundance. It says I lost my connection. Let me showing that I'm still connected. Okay. Well, hopefully I am. So, who came in? Annie 7. Good morning to you, Annie. Thank you. Is Leo with us? I don't see Leo, but maybe he's here. And Sally, my Friday is regardless of what's happening to my body, I'm still waking up. I'm still able to take a breath. Thank you for. I need to turn this on my phone to make sure we're still connected because I keep getting this little message across my screen that I'm not connected. So let me go there. All right, it looks like we're connected, so I'm just going to ignore that little message when it comes. All right, so where am I? Deirdre says, my yay is I convinced a Facebook friend to not give up on getting his benefits. After he messaged, he called his doctor and came back a while later saying he's getting an aid and all his rightful benefits that he'd given up on. Thank you, universe. Oh, sweet Deirdre, thank you for doing that and for caring. Good morning, Kathy Hand. And I'm sure you're on your way to work on this Friday. And then you have the weekend coming up. Your yays. Isabel, good morning, sweet one. Thank you for being here. Oh, Annie, I'm so glad that it touched your heart. You know, when the angels give these messages, I'm just the conduit. I just allow the energy to flow and see what they have to say. So many times it's really, and I hope that if you weren't on here listening or you haven't read it yet, I encourage you to go to angelspeakers.com, and that's where all the blogs are housed. So you can go through and and pick one and read it. And that one, these blogs that are being written now will be our next midnight calls at the beginning of next year. Good morning, Linda Lemieux. Thank you for being here. Linda, I love the pictures of your house. I think it's adorable, and I can't wait when I get in Florida to come see it in person and visit with you. Sally says, patience is not always mine right now. I'm trying every day, all day. I needed this message today. I think the key is don't try. When we try, we're trying to force it. We are consciously being in control, like what the message said. We just don't overanalyze and we just say, okay, just put our hands up and what was that word? Quaba. Just fall back on the promise of God that whatever we need, it's provided. And for everything is happening perfectly. EIWP, right? Everything is working perfectly. Leo, you are here. All right. Well, I'm so glad you're on, Leo. Thank you for being here. And cheers, everyone. I hope you have your cup to fill it up completely with some joy this morning because it's Friday and we're providing what's a yay in our lives. One thing, just one thing that you're grateful for. And that shines a light and it lifts the vibration when we share with each other what's good in our lives and what's going on. And what else do we have? Oh, thank you for letting me know, Annie. I haven't seen the message here in a little bit, but Restream's being kind of weird this morning too. So I'm just going to ignore any messages it tells me. And for Janet, this is the book. It's called Angels in My Pocket, and you can find it on Amazon. Just go in. It's the only book with this title. So when you go onto Amazon, just search Angels in My Pocket, and it'll take you right to this little book that's packed full of inspiration and hope. Good morning, Michelle Landers. Hi, darling. So glad you're here. So, Michelle, I'm going to be here at my sister's for about 2 weeks. So maybe we can get together during that time, I hope, and get everything situated. Michelle and I are going to be teaching a 4-week class in September, I think, Michelle. I'm trying to remember now when it's and it's teaching the book Think and Grow Rich. So if you're interested in that at all, just let me or Michelle know, and we'll guide you to the link that. Oh, hope across the big. The Champion P, that'll be my new name instead of Mama P. Champion P. Oh, thank you, Hope. Thank you for all of your encouragement. And yeah, it was quite an event that I attended for 5 days. It was intense and lots of competition. We even had people from out of the country that came to it. We had Australia that sent a team over and competed with us in the games, and Uganda. So those 2 countries participated in our Transplant Games of America. They also hold World Transplant Games, and those are for anybody anywhere in the world that want to be there. And this next year, it's being held in Germany. So that would be an interesting trip to go over there and compete against people worldwide. It's a lesson or a blessing. Absolutely. There's a sleeper train that goes from New York to Florida. Really? Can I put my car on it? There's an Amtrak that goes from, I believe, Washington, D.C., or right outside of Washington, that will take your car down to Florida. And I've checked into that before to see if that might be something I would want to do. And Don Baker is grateful for my children and for my family and for my great friends. Oh, thank you, Don. So all of you P's, Don is now an honorary P joining us this morning in our P family. And Don, I have talked about many, many times. This is my doctor that got me on the right track with helping me with stomach issues, digestive problems. And oh my gosh, when I was hit so hard last month, you see Ava out back. She probably sees an animal up the mountain. So Don was my angel. Don helped me through that period where I could barely get up off the couch to go to the bathroom and then would have to lay back down. And he talked me through it. He prayed for me. He sent me energy healing. So please welcome Don Baker to our family this morning. Don, I'm so, so happy that you're here. And are you back in Canada? I know you were out in LA. Yeah, Norman told on you. But I'm so happy that you're joining in with us this morning. Your phone just got slurped. Was it Pocky or Gruff or Raz? One of the three, right? Probably Pocky, because Pocky is our mascot for Angels in My Pocket. Pocky loves that that's named, she thinks it's named after her. Kathy, one of Bob's sayings is try harder. It's not something I agree with. I know, because when we try to force something, then it becomes like work and we feel like we have to do it, right? It's not up to us to make it happen. This is a spirit thing. And when we just do the AAA, accept, align, and allow, life flows so much easier, doesn't it? Catherine, I've been feeling incredible peace the last few days. It's like a big warm hug. Thank you all for your prayers for me and my mom. You're so welcome, Catherine. All right, so what does Kuan Yin have to say to us this morning? She says, look for my signs. I love this card. I have been speaking to you through signs in the world and feelings in your heart. Can you hear my reassuring voice? When you ask me for a sign, I give it. Notice what is happening in the world around you. Take comfort. Believe. I love this card. And thank you. Kuan Yin always knows the right message to give to us, doesn't she? Okay. Yeah, that's, excuse me, that was the Amtrak one that I mentioned, Linda. We'll take your car. You can put it right on the train, and then you just relax for that ride from Washington, D.C. down to Florida. Yes, it is September. I thought so, Michelle. I was trying to remember off the top of my head. And there is a jot form for the registration for it. We've already had a couple of signups, I believe. So, yeah, be there because I know Michelle's an incredible teacher. And I know the book that we are teaching from, Think and Grow Rich, is one of the most incredible books. Excuse me, one of the most incredible books I've ever read. So it's going to be awesome. Let's go see the castles. What castles are we seeing, Blue Jean? Okay, and Annie is welcoming Dawn, and thanking Dawn for taking care of me. Thank you. And Blue says, is that why Pocky kissed and slurped the phone? Dawn, consider yourself slurped by Pocket Doggaroo. Awesome. So Dawn, you're getting lots of welcoming wishes and gratitude for being in our family and welcoming you to the family. so glad that you're here. I found Dawn through my friend Norman and Monica that I mentioned in the blog last night. And just please lift them up today. I know that their hearts are tender anytime that we have to say goodbye to one of our fur babies. It's never easy. And this particular dog, Monica, has been the human to the dog for 18 years. And I was telling her yesterday, you gave that dog a wonderful life, and just be blessed and feel the energy of gratitude as he, I think it's a he, as he is now in spirit and feeling that love, because we take all the love with us. When we leave these human bodies, that's what we remember. That's what we take, is that beautiful joy and love that we gathered while we were here on this earth plane. Okay. Seeing what else is going on. Oh, Don, you're so welcome. This is a beautiful, loving family. We have a prayer list that has been in the works for, correct me if I'm wrong, Miss Blue Jean, but I believe it's for 3 years that we've had this prayer list. And we've been together as a family for 4 years now. So it's a beautiful, beautiful place to be. And to start our day with gratitude, with loving on each other, it's amazing. And Blue says, in Germany, Ludwig's would be my first choice. Okay, whatever that is. And Michelle says, just a reminder that the Think and Grow Rich workshop is not just about being financially rich, but stepping into and living a rich and joyous life. Abundance in all areas. That's what it's all about. All right. So we'll do a couple of messages from Angels in My Pocket, and then we will get into our prayer time. Let's continue to lift Dawn up. I've asked for prayers for Dawn before, and prayers for getting Dawn down into Florida to have a practice there for those who need his help. We really need to have this man coming into a place where more people who really need those services of a holistic doctor can find this amazing man who has done so much good in the world and continues to do good. And I'm just honored and blessed that I have met Don, and I consider Don one of my one of my dear friends now. So thank you all for welcoming him into our tribe. I don't know what's going on with my voice, but all of a sudden it's like it doesn't want to work. But we'll get through it. Michelle Landers, page 43. All right, page 43. Every experience is important. When you are ready, you will know when it's time for you to take action. You will feel it deep inside like smoldering lava in the belly of a volcano. No one can prepare you for the journey, as it is yours alone. I love this. I love this message. I don't think we've read this when people have been picking messages, because I think this is a very profound message. That when you are ready, you'll take action. Nobody can make us do anything. We can't control anybody else, what they think, say, do, feel. So we each have these life lessons. We each have experiences that teach us, but we're the only one that can respond the way we respond. We can be influenced by others, sure. We can have those that we look up to, our mentors, our guides, and pay attention to what other people do, but only me. I'm the only one that can decide what I'm going to do in any given moment, how I'm going to respond, how I'm going to feel. I'm the only one. And it's the same for each one of us. Those experiences we go through, those fires of life, yeah, that's for us to learn our lesson. And don't ever let somebody try to bully you into an action or tell you you have to do this. I've gotten that a lot in my lifetime. Somebody saying you have to do this. And I listen to my own gut. I listen to my higher power, and I listen to the angels. The angels never steer me wrong. They always tell me the direction to go, and they are always whispering in my ear to turn this way or that way because they know how directionally challenged I am. So they help me with all of that. So listen to your own guidance. Listen to whoever you follow, whatever guide, whatever belief system. Listen to your gut, and you'll see the signs, like Kuan Yin said, the signs that say go here or don't go there, or just stay put for a while. Whatever it is, just tune in and you'll get the right direction. Number 15 for our Annie, and good morning to Grayson. I hope Grayson's doing well this summer, Annie. And I think of you and that little boy so often and just want the best. And I will be there in Louisiana the beginning of August. I can't wait. I've been in touch with Sherry, and yes, it is on. I will be spending the whole month of August in Louisiana and getting to give some hugs to our Annie Banani and little Grayson. I'm so happy about that. Oh, Lulu Bell came out to play. Well, good morning, Princess. I'm so happy that she's there with you, Blue. And Janet says, is Don a local holistic doctor here in the USA? Don is based in Canada, but he comes to Florida once a month to practice, and he also comes to LA. So we're praying that soon he will have an office in Boca Raton, Florida, I think is the planned place for you, Don. Wherever you end up there in Florida, I know that I'll be coming there and visiting and be a part of that practice. Okay, so good afternoon to you, Doppel. Thank you for being here. Number 15 for our Annie, and Blue Jean wants to know where you're at in Canada, Don. All right, page 15. Be discerning in what you blindly accept from others. Their words and actions may not be for your own best and highest good. Examine your own heart and do what it leads you to do. Isn't it amazing how two people picked two different pages and we got the same message? It is the same message. Listen to your own guidance. Those things that you're going through, yeah, somebody else might have gone through something similar, but that's not your experience. What we do, how we respond, is based on all of our experience that we've had in our lifetime. So whatever took place prior to the current experience you're having makes a difference in your response, your reaction, your feelings. So when somebody else says, oh, it's going to feel like this, or you have to do it this way, or this is the best way to handle it, maybe for them, sure, maybe they handled it in a way that they knew to do, or they believed was the best thing for them to do. You have to look inside and see what's the best way for you to handle life and all of your life journeys. So I love that those two messages just worked hand in hand to reinforce. Oh, we have to do one more then. So we're doing page 72 for the Fae. They're excited about something. We say to you that not everything you experience while in human form will make sense. Just know that there are no accidents or coincidences, and everything is done in divine plan and divine time. Boy, the angels really brought those three messages together, didn't they? So not everything will make sense. Wow, profound, because a lot of things don't make sense. And it doesn't have to. When we start asking why this, why that, why is this happening? Why did I get sick? Why? We're only becoming a victim of our circumstances. When we start blaming others, we're making ourselves a victim. You, listen to this, you are not a victim. You are not a victim. When you start asking those whys, that's when you go into that victimhood and you want answers. And sometimes we demand answers, don't we? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. And so we demand to know what things are all about when sometimes we're not going to get that answer. It's going to be an unsolved mystery until we get to see the bigger picture. And sometimes that doesn't happen while we're in this limited 3D experience. So stop asking why. The angels told me that years and years ago. Stop asking why. Stop being the victim and take your power back. When you take your power back, then you know that whatever is taking place is in divine plan. Whatever's happening is for your best and highest good. If it's not, you'll feel that and you'll make changes. But if it's supposed to be, it will be. So stop playing the victim card and play the power card. Come from who you know you are as a divine spark, as a spirit walking in these human bodies. So take your power back, people. That is the message. And just allow spirit to guide you through those experiences. And Michelle says, I think the angels and guides are speaking loud and clear to us this morning, and we are listening. And Blue says, there's a little Fae laughing and laying on his back, holding his tummy. Maybe a warning? Oh, I think they're just in joy this morning, Blue, because we're all together. And I love when we all come together in the mornings and start our day this way. Good morning, Brandy. Oh, yes, it is a happy Friday. Thank you for the congratulations on my gold medal. Yes, I'm so happy about it. I'm going to keep that where I can see it at all times. It's in the passenger seat of my car, hanging around the top of it. Okay. So, Brandy, the doctors found an aneurysm in your carotid, so you're having a bunch of tests. Oh, sweetheart, well, I know you're on our prayer list, Brandy, and we lift you up for whatever is for the best and highest good in your situation, and we see complete healing for you. Trust that and call on the complete healing. Call on a miracle. And ask for that to be taken care of with ease and grace. All right, so Deirdre, thank you for our daily prayer for all humans, for Gaia, and all who walk on her back, world peace, attention to human trafficking, and support for parents of addicted children, and prayers for Dawn. Dawn is making such a huge inroad in helping people with cancer, helping people with all kinds of illnesses. As I said, he nursed me back to health and sent me healing energy every day. And I certainly do appreciate Don, and let's please lift him and his little daughter up. I'm going to just say I just hope that everything is working perfectly, and I'm trusting that it is, Don, and I know that it is. So hang in there and keep the faith. So any other prayer request? Sally, I hope you're doing better. It sounds like you might be on the mend. I hope so. And Tony, who else has been going through challenges lately? Our Julie Kiss up in upstate New York, lifting her up. And anybody else, if you need to put your name in there, just type it in the comments. And we're going to go into a short meditative prayer here in just a moment and lift up anyone who has a challenge right now. Anything you're going through physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, we lift you all up for the very best outcome. Okay, so whenever you want, just type it in there. Janet, thank you. We lift you up every day. You're on our healing prayer, our prayer list. I put it in there yesterday, made sure that you were there. And please pray for my friend Kuka. I believe that her grandbaby is having surgery today. It's either today or tomorrow. They have to go in and do some corrective surgery for a birth defect when the baby was born, and pray for that mother also. I know that has to be a horrible anxiety, having your newborn child that needs that kind of attention. Brandy, we have you in the prayer list. Good morning, Brookie. Brooke and Dylan and sweet little Max, you're in our prayers and in our hearts. And Brooke, I'm just guided to ask how your dad is doing. And I hope he's doing well. Okay, so let's go into our hearts. Just take a moment to center yourself and breathe in. If you've asked for a prayer for yourself, if there's a physical issue, I'd like to ask you to place your left hand in the area where that physical issue is. And there may be more than one place. So choose the one that you're drawn to. Just if it's your lungs, you would place your hands here. If it's a joint area, a shoulder, a knee, whatever it is, just place your hand. The left hand is the receiving hand. So you want to receive with the left and let it flow into that area, wherever it's at in your body. Good morning, Auntie Jean. So wherever you're feeling something going on physically, or if it's emotional and you're feeling it in your heart area, put your hand there. If you're feeling it in your gut, your stomach, sometimes the stomach can churn when we're going through something emotional, then place your hand wherever you're feeling that need to bring in this healing energy that's being sent out by those of us that are here. We send it through love. We send it through whatever we're attuned to send healing energy. So it's sent through the right hand and received through the left. So if there's any Reiki practitioners, I know we have a Reiki master in our blue jean, just help send that love and that healing energy out to whoever needs it right now, whoever has asked for it. Good morning, Joanne. Good morning, Eris. Good morning, Charlie Coons. So let's just breathe right now. Breathe together. Take a deep breath into your heart. Feel the energy coming to you. Feel that love coming from the divine, where all things start and end, the Alpha and the Omega. Just let that love and that energy flow through you, touching all areas that need the healing, all areas in your loved ones. You can be the surrogate. Just envision that love flowing through them, touching their hearts, touching their areas of physicality that need a little love and attention right now. Let's pray for that little baby. Let's pray for our sisters who are here, Brandy, Janet, our Deirdre, anyone that needs that touch. Julie Kiss, Kathleen, and Catherine, and Catherine's mom. Just hold this energy for her, Catherine, and envision that she's receiving it as we are speaking. As you breathe in, just see that golden light entering your body, the light that comes from the great central sun, and allow that divine light to flow through you and to touch you wherever it's needed in your body. Expect that miracle. Just know that whatever is for your best and highest good is the answer you will receive. It may not be what we look for. It might look a little different, but it's for whatever is for the best for you. Just breathe it in. You might feel a churning. You might feel something happening. There may be a difference already that you can tell just from receiving that love, from receiving it into the area that you're focused on. So focus on the light. Focus on the love right now, coming to you from the divine, coming to you from those of us who love you so much and unconditionally. And as you receive it, just give gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the healing. Thank you for joy. Receive, believe, and you'll see it. You'll see it when you believe it. And breathing out, letting go of anything that you are holding inside. Just letting it go. And with this next breath, that we receive that love, we're going to shower that out over our world. May every inhabitant on this planet receive this love that we're sending forth. Receive the peace inside your heart. Feel the joy that love can bring. Love is the only thing that's real. And as you allow it, it will touch you in that way. It will bring healing. It will bring miracles. It will bring change to you. And now let's lift up our planet, our beautiful Earth planet. Let that love flow all the way down into Gaia. And let our Mama Gaia know that we so appreciate being able to be here. We appreciate everything that we take from this planet, all the nurturing, all the good vibrations, all that energy that comes from the very core of Gaia up into our physical bodies. Breathe it in and just allow. And when you breathe out, just let your roots go down into Gaia to ground you, to hold you in balance, and to center you so that you can feel stronger, more confident as you walk on Gaia. And then the last thing that we do, we love on each other. We give love and gratitude. So let me put that caption up here. You all know what to do, but I know we've got some that are new today. So these are the words we share at the end of each one of our get-togethers, all of our gatherings that we do, we share love and gratitude with each other and hold each other up. Well, good morning, Erica. I'm so glad you're here. And yes, we absolutely lift you and your girls up and hope that you have a blessed day with them at work. All right, so here we go. Michelle Landers is going to lead us off with a thank you, I love you. And let me get our Leo singing to us. So let me go grab that off of YouTube and share it with you. Keep sharing the love and gratitude. That's you. All right, after the ad, we're going to have Leo sing. Uh-oh, what did I do? I'm goofing up this morning. All right, I got to get it going, I think, before I can do that. So, thank you, Leo, for our cuppa song. Oops.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. I wanna live peace for peace, so now mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the B's and the O's. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the B's and the O's. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of.
Oh, for your daughters, Erica. Oh, that's crazy. They're honored for this.
Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Always refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's our day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can slide with us, there is always more space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the B's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the B's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of.
Joanna, I hope your Eric is doing well and beautiful day. Love you, baby Eric.
Really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, morning cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the B's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the B's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy.
You always Leo out at
Give me a cup of joy, 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 give me a cup of joy. Give me joy, give me full joy. Give me joy, give me full joy.
You know that Leo, he's always
Joy,
full
give
of
me full
sweet
joy.
things. Thank you, Andrea.
Give me a cup of joy.
So glad you're awake this morning and with us. All right. Thank you, Leo, for that song that you wrote and sang for us. Our morning song. We love you so much. All righty. Well, I'm so glad you all came in today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for the light you shine into the world. And if you haven't signed up for that retreat yet, there's still time. October 18th through the 21st, the retreat is in Pennsylvania, and we are going to have a blast. So come be with us. The information is at angelspeakers.com. The tab that you go to is Awakening Spirit, and that's the name of the retreat. And that's going to be what happens there for those few days. We're going to awaken the spirit in us to a higher level, up to a higher plane, as Marietta says. And let's send Marietta and Ed so much love today. I love you. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. I'll see you tomorrow morning for the Morning Cuppa. Enjoy your day, everyone. Go find some more yays to talk about.